All right, this is a end of week market recap. Today is January 23rd on the Friday, and right now we're looking at gold. So for this week, gold was very bullish, puts very strong, especially with high tension and everybody trying to put their money in places where things are safe. So gold was very bullish this week, and we're getting very close to 5,000 too. Probably like $20 away from 5,000. So it's pretty crazy how much gold don't went up. And then on, let's see, gold, we can see, I mean, not gold, we can see on DXY. DXY was very bearish, right? So you can see how, like I told you before, once price had broke below here, there was an early indication that we can see. So you can see how it was in a nice uptrend. That's why I always tell y'all, follow the structure. The structure is going to tell you what to do. So you can see how it was in a nice uptrend, and all of a sudden, and I drew it out. For those who watch my videos, you'll see that I've been talking about this, how this could be a potential, drop, especially if it got below here and come down. So you can see it broke below here, retesting, came right down. So the reason why it's very important to look at US dollar, because it can help you out with a lot of stuff. Like, it's really a leading indicator for other pairs, like stuff like GU, EU, UJ, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? AU, you know what I'm saying? Even gold, it can help out on gold too. They don't really correlate together, but in a way, it still plays an important role on how gold can respond. Even though there's a lot of things that still factor in gold, but it's one of them things. Like, I have, like, 3 tiers. I would say the US dollar is like on the third tier. Like, so one tier is like the main thing that moves gold. Second tier is like, okay, hey, this is important too. And then the third tier is like, okay, hey, this is like the least important. You know what I'm saying? So, but as you can see, price was in a nice uptrend and it made that clear break, broke below, retested, and came right down. So let's look at USD Japan. Now, as you can see here, I'm gonna give y'all a huge tip. As you can see, the beginning of the week we was very choppy, price pushed up. Now, while we was choppy in this whole entire phase for the most part of the week, US dollar was making momentum to go down, showing that we had a lot of bearish pressure. So whenever you have US dollar making bearish pressure, and then you have something like USD Japan not showing any bearish signals, it actually kind of did. It broke below, retested. It was just choppy, right? When you got them kind of signs, you just wait. You wait for your confirmation until it show you that, hey, it wants to drop. Because a lot of times it's just lagging. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you using a leading indicator like something like DXY to compare versus EU, like for example, if if US dollar is dropping, right, and EU is supposed to be going up, but EU is still going down, you just wait. Don't do anything until it starts showing you that it wants to go up. That's all. It just hasn't caught up yet. That's all that is, and that's what this did pretty much. It was very choppy. It broke up back into this level and then made a double bottom and then retest back into what we expected to drop at, and then finally made that huge drop. So this is a little tip for y'all going into next trading week. With that being said, this is going to end up this market week recap. Make sure I hope you had a good trading week. Stay disciplined. Study, back test what you got to do for this weekend. You know, stay control of your emotions. Stay disciplined. Have proper risk management. If you're taking a loss, control. At the end of the day, the game is all about surviving long enough to win. That's my motto when it comes out of trading. Surviving long enough to win. So the market gonna close about 2 more hours. So that's gonna be the end of the week. So other than that, I will see you on the next market breakdown. Peace.